Hello and welcome back to another episode of Media Munchers. Nice to be back. Big A, how you feeling?
Feel pretty good.
I'm feeling
How are
pretty
you,
great.
man?
Dude, I'm great.
Back from
Back from New York, baby.
yeah, New York.
New York. Fun story. I was lost at Penn Station, and there's two Penn Stations if you didn't know. There's the one in New York, and then there's like a New Jersey one,
Uh-huh.
a Newark one. There's a difference. There's a distinction. Whatever. So underground, there's no GPS, right? And I mean there is, but it's like really spotty when you're like near the surface but not at the surface. So it's not accurate on my phone. So it tells me that I'm in New Jersey. And I'm on the phone with my friend's girlfriend. She's like, "You're where? You're in New Jersey." And I was like, "Yeah, I thought I was at Penn Station." She's like, "Go ask someone. Go find someone who works here." I go up to the most New Yorkin looking dude you can imagine, some old, like middle aged white dude, like in a uniform, just like,
Uh-huh.
"What's up? How can I help you?" Just like screaming at me. I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to find like, Penn Station, New York." He's like, "What?" I'm like, "Penn Station, New York. I'm trying to find it. I think I'm in New Jersey. I'm in the wrong place." He's like, "Penn Station, New York." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "This is New York, baby." He's like screaming at me. I'm like, "Holy shit!" I thought it was like on Saturday Night Live or something. Like I was like, "What the fuck is going on right now, dude?" He was really intense, and I was like, "Okay,
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm in New York. This is it
Nice.
officially." So that was a nice welcoming. So it was a good time. It was a good time. But we should get into the news.
Yeah.
I have some quick. We got a release date for Indiana Jones 5. It's set for June 30th,
sweet.
2023. And I mean, like I'm not gonna shit on it entirely, but like, where did this come from? You know what I mean? After the fourth one, I'm like, okay, let's put this franchise to bed. You know what I mean? Like another
Yeah.
one. How do you? Are you excited? Are you just indifferent? Like, what are your thoughts? Tell the
I've
people.
never really seen Indiana Jones, so I'm
Really, like
not.
none of them.
I've seen a little bit of the first one, I think,
That's like
but
one of the more
that
iconic
was pretty
ones.
recent.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
So you didn't see the Crystal Skull Shia LaBeouf one?
No.
You didn't miss anything. But it was a bit weird. Um, but yeah, it was, they were beloved for their time, and there's some good, like memes and pop culture stuff that came out of it. And
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
with like the running away from the boulder, you've seen that done to death, and all
Mm-hmm.
popular fiction stuff like that.
Yeah, Temple of Doom.
Temple of Doom, all that
Yeah.
good stuff. So anyway, a fifth one. I really don't know where they're going with this. Are they gonna try and set up another person, another like
I mean
legacy?
that's what the fourth one was, right?
And it failed.
So
I mean, unless they bring him back, you think they're gonna bring Shia LaBeouf's character back?
they might do it to where they have a younger
Uh,
actor play him or something. I think I heard something about them wanting to do that,
you
so
know,
that way they can do like a soft reboot.
You know what might be really tongue in cheek is they got the person who played young Han Solo to play like
Oh
as a
yeah, Alden
replacement.
Ehrenreich.
Yes, if they got him
Yeah,
to play like the young protege, that would be interesting.
yeah, that'd be a
Be pretty weird.
serendipitous.
There you go. That's exactly what I thought. But that's that. Should we get into your news?
Yeah, sure.
Let's
I
do it.
guess.
No, I mean, what else can we say
Yeah,
about Indiana Jones 5? There's not even a trailer out, so I mean,
right.
anyway.
There
So
also isn't a trailer for this, but
there's screenshots though. Have you seen the
yeah,
screen
yeah, I
grabs?
did see the
They look pretty
screenshots. They
menacing.
look
They look kind of
intense.
weird and disgusting. So let's
Yeah,
get into it.
yeah. So Winnie the Pooh, the it's not on public domain. It's been public domain for the last 5 months.
Oh,
Uh,
that's how that works. Got it.
and so with that, they're now creating a horror movie with the characters. Obviously, not exactly based off of the Disney
Right, right.
version, but
Mm-hmm.
uh, it is.
They're using their likeness. They're humanoid men in like those
Yeah.
those.
They're like large, adult
I,
looking. Apparently, it's supposed to take place during the college years of Christopher Robin,
no way.
and he's like underfed them, and
What?
this causes them to go on some kind of like murderous rampage.
So are we supposed to take it at face value that these are like humanoid like animals that?
I guess so. I guess they'll kind of go into that. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
maybe it's some kind of like psychological thing
Yeah, for sure.
with Robin. Maybe it's actually him doing it, or I
This
don't
is
know.
really bizarre.
But yeah, in the last month they filmed it within like 10 days, and
Oh, I love that.
they're gonna put it out. I think later this year.
That's perfect. I love when they do this. They do these like horror things. That reminds me of
Yeah,
was it Blair Witch Project? Is it the one where they did? Was that the one in the woods? And like,
yeah,
it was
yeah.
found footage. I doubt this is gonna do that, but it gives me that same energy where it's like we're just gonna shoot a horror movie in 10 days and we're gonna put it out and you're gonna love it. Damn it. I'm not really into all
Yeah,
that, but this is taking something from my childhood and perverting it for its yummy dummy twisted ways, and I'm kind of here for it. I'm like
yeah,
cautiously.
yeah. It looks weird.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. It's just like
I'm waiting for
they're
the
about to
trailer.
mess this chick up. I'm ready for the trailer.
Yeah,
These screen grabs look insane, and I do hope they play them for like like humanoid, like kind of animal freaks. Like they just kind of grunt and like they
Uh-huh.
communicate maybe telepathically or something. It'd be weird if they talked. I feel like
Well, I mean, they talk in the
that's
show, so
true, but like
I
a bit of
it
live
would kind
action
of depend on
adaptation.
like their voice, right?
I guess so,
Who they
right?
choose.
I'm looking at these masks, and I mean, unless they do like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle things, they don't seem like they could talk like I don't know with as
Maybe, yeah.
much detail like as our human lips would be. I don't know. I'm ready for it though. I mean, look at that though. Anyway,
Yeah.
kind of gross, kind of disgusting. Anyway, moving on. You want to tell us some DC news here?
Yeah. We got our first look at Zolo Meridueña
Mm-hmm.
as a Blue Beetle on set.
Which can I just say real
Yeah.
quick? Great casting. I couldn't have found. I mean, there's not many out there.
I don't know.
I think it's
I
great.
don't know that
Have you
it's
seen him in
good
Karate
casting
Kid?
because I've only seen him in Cobra Kai. So
Right. Nah, he could
so
do it.
I don't know
I've
because
seen.
I
I've
haven't
seen.
seen his range enough. But I mean, he's a good pick because obviously
Yeah,
technically
he fits the
he
bill,
fits the bill
and the age
and
too. And
age
then most
and
important thing, star power. I mean, now he's not like a
right.
superstar, but he's a name.
Yeah, and he can definitely add to the crowd when it comes to
Like building a roster.
yeah building the Blue Beetle name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna do a fine job. And I've seen some range, especially in this fourth season. There was like a really gut wrenching moment. I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah, he definitely has improved over
Yeah,
the season.
I would hope.
Acting wise.
Yeah, I think, dude,
Uh,
for a first outing, I'm sure it's gonna be
and
fun.
dude, the
I have
suit
faith.
looks awesome.
Dude,
It
fantastic.
looks exactly like in the cartoon or
Yeah.
in the comics.
Oh yeah, and it's really good for a live action interpretation of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna have him like with a mouth,
I see
like
what
if
you
they're
mean.
gonna
Like if it's gonna
CGI that,
I don't know. They might.
or if it's gonna be more like a Iron Man type suit where it
I,
has to come off in order for us to see his face.
my early prediction is that they're not gonna. It is gonna be an Iron Man situation where it has to come off for him to talk and speak. Because
Maybe.
I just don't think they're gonna go out of their way to do some sort of CGI mouth thing.
Well, they did it with Ryan Reynolds with his face moving, and
I mean, they could do that
they
too.
kind of do like a technical, like a techie way of doing it for Spider-Man. So
Yeah, I guess
potentially
so.
they have the
What would you
ability to
prefer?
get
Because
one.
I've seen in some iterations, like in the animated series, where it does look like it's just painted over his mouth because it's like
Right,
one with
yeah.
him.
Yeah,
So
because it's supposed
you
to be like
prefer to
an
see his
alien
teeth?
organic thing.
Right.
I think it could work
No, but
depending
what
on
would
how
you
they do it.
prefer? Now, what would you prefer?
I mean, I'd like to see them try
Try it?
the moving face
Mm,
sort of thing.
I'd rather it be like a cloth situation. I don't know. Unless they like really justify it, or if it looks really good, and they
Yeah.
do like the whole natural blue, like where it turns into like the alien sort of hybrid with him. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And it like moves his mouth with him. But I don't know. I like the way it looks like this, and
Because
he
like
shows mouth,
he also has those growing
those limbs or whatever.
well, not just like limbs, but like the weapons, like the guns and all that like forms
Oh.
around him. So like it has to kind of work somewhat organically, I would think,
I see what you
if they wanted to get it close to what it looks like in the comic.
Well, I'm sure they'll figure it out. There's
Yeah.
enough money behind this thing. It'll look decent, I'm sure. But exciting nonetheless. I'm looking forward to it. Do we have a release date on this one?
I don't know. I didn't look into it.
I would imagine it's gonna
Okay.
be at least a year away. I mean, if they're just now shooting, so
Yeah,
okay.
probably
Probably
sometime
late
next year.
2023. I'm assuming.
Yeah,
Yeah. And didn't a bunch of DC properties just get pushed back recently?
I think so. I think
The
they
Aquamans and the
they definitely shifted some stuff around.
they shuffled it on us, man. They're making us wait. Do you have last little hot take? Do you have faith in the DC EU or whatever you want to call it going forward in terms of like them picking up the slack and like figuring out some sort of direction? Because
Well, they are getting new management.
they
like
are, right?
They were
Didn't someone
just
just buy 'em
bought
out?
by Universals.
Was it
No.
Universal? I thought it was MGM.
Or
Was it? No, that's Amazon. I'm thinking of.
no,
Amazon got the rights to Bond and all that.
I don't remember.
They
who
were
got
bought out
by.
though, for sure, my guy.
But yeah. So there's a new.
New owners, huh? New people
I don't
signing the
remember
checks.
the role exactly either.
I think it was a parent
But
company.
yeah,
Oh, I'm gonna look it up real quick. Who
yeah,
bought?
yeah.
Someone bought them. Discovery's merger with AT&T is complete.
That's what it was. Discovery.
Mm.
Yeah, they bought them.
So we're gonna learn about nature. That's good.
So they definitely. Oh, because they were gonna make the Wonder Twins, and that got canceled.
Bruh.
Like 2 weeks after they first announced.
Yikes. Alrighty then.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Only time will tell how
Yeah.
this is gonna roll out. I do hope that this movie does well though. So we'll see. Other than that, I think we should wrap up the news and get straight into trailer day because boy, do we have many for you. Several trailers.
Yep.
How should we start out?
Let's go Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Do it. I'm gonna put it on the big screen right here in Big Apple.
Alright.
Should we get into the Gray Man?
Yeah.
Let's do it. So. Yeah, they do the punch thing. Stephen McFeely. Literally, Stephen McFeely. Wasn't he also on?
Yeah, he was on.
So they just literally
think all
like
the
they just
projects.
these guys just really wanted to work together again. Is what I'm
Probably. Yeah.
saying.
They probably like a good team.
They're probably creatively. Like,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
really like how they work.
Yeah.
Well, is this an original property? Because to me, it seems like it could be.
No, I
That's based off of something before.
think it's based off a book, maybe.
Oh yeah, you're
I'm
right.
not
Really
sure.
enjoyed the book.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
It's really based off a book. Huh. Interesting. Then how much screenplay can they actually? Okay, based off of. It's probably not a direct adaptation. It's probably just more like a. Okay. The one thing I could say about that trailer is just it's just trying to excite you. Like I didn't really get much of the plot, and I guess at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, right? It's supposed to be some sort of shadow organization trying to stop some baddie. Like we've seen it before, right? But this is their flavor, this is their flair, and like that's that. I'm not mad at it. I don't know. The cast seems likable. I mean, I like
Yeah,
the
it seems
creative
like
team.
it could be pretty good.
Seems like a fun summer flick.
Yeah.
Just like whatever action explosions, let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. Let's see it. It's gonna be on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
You don't gotta go anywhere, man. Just sit at home.
Nah. I think that's probably the biggest loss.
You think so?
Yeah,
You think
yeah.
it could have done really well at theaters and stuff.
Maybe. I mean, it looks like the type of movie that they would want to be on the big screen.
I see what you mean. Yeah. I don't know. It's a tricky situation because like maybe it could do decently at the box office, maybe. But then like the whole exclusivity thing with Netflix and then like all the turmoil they've been through recently with their whole subscribers loss. I think the logic is that if it's only on Netflix, then people will they have to sign up. They have to pay for that month to see it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But like, how's that gonna pan out? Really? You know what I mean? Big A.
Right.
I'm just gonna go over to mom's house and watch it or steal her password or whatever. Interesting. On to the next one, shall we?
Yeah.
What do we got here? Hey, while we're here, did you want to check out the one we saw in theaters with Brad Pitt and like the train thing? Kind of had some words about that. The Tokyo train.
Train. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's do it. I mean,
why not?
Trailer day, right?
What was it called?
Tokyo Train. I don't know. Tokyo Train, Brad Pitt. That's all I know. Bullet Train. I got it half right. You know what I mean? We'll do the
IGN.
Yeah, we'll do the IGN. Yeah, we'll do it. This looks better. Who's this? Bad Bunny?
Yeah, it is.
Is it actually?
Yeah, it is.
What the fuck? I was just joking. What?
No,
what is he doing acting?
I don't know.
What? I can't get over that. I'm sorry. Exclusively in movie theaters. In case you didn't know. I don't know. There's.
It looks like it could be fun.
It does look fun, and it does look flashy, and it does look like they did their homework color grading and all that. But again, I just don't like it. Just what's the thing? What are we doing here? It just seems like fun. It feels like one of those movies where you turn your brain off and you just enjoy the visuals.
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of like John Wick.
A little bit. You know, it actually gave me besides that, it gave me Kingsman vibes in terms of not like being gentlemen, but just kind of like fun action.
Yeah, the personality.
A lot of personality, a lot of flavors, and they don't feel like quips per se. Like it doesn't feel like maybe a Marvel property in that way. It just feels like we're having fun with what we're doing.
Yeah, they're not taking it
too seriously. Yeah, it's really like kind of just and I did enjoy that. I'm gonna have to see it. I don't know how I feel about Brad Pitt leading this. Like, what's going on here? Like, go do a Tarantino movie, buddy. What are you doing here? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't have anything against him. I'm just like, what's the story? What's the context for? Is he like more of a retired agent? Is he like on his way out? You know.
I think that's what they said. Like he's getting back into it or something.
Oh, he's getting back into it. Okay, something like that. He's one of the oldest. He's been in the game for a minute. All that good stuff. A lot of talent in here. A lot of different actors. I can't even remember all their names, but it looks good. It looks like some good stuff. It looks like it's gonna be entertaining.
I think it could be.
Oh, it should be. We'll see. Big Apple. I'll reserve judgment for now. What you trying to get into next? Some Thor?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it.
Do it.
All right. Oh, you know what? I think we skipped over Adonis. Nah, I already said Thor. We're doing Thor.
Andor?
Nah.
We can do Andor.
We'll eat our vegetables. Let's do some Andor.
Vegetable.
Vegetables. Well, I don't know. I don't know anything about this. Let's see. Oh, hold on.
Okay.
While we're on the topic of Bullet Train, real quick,
Yeah.
Bad Bunny, dude, you saw how that threw me off. I just like, I was like, that looks like bad, and it is him. What is he doing here? Why
I
is he
don't
acting
know.
in this? I guess he got tired of music. I don't know.
Maybe. I guess.
How do you get involved with a project like this? I don't know. Like, he was just like, you really want to work with Brad Pitt? Like, I don't know. It was just weird.
Yeah.
It's just random. I don't know how that happened. But anyway, let's see how it goes. Andor, here we are. Original series.
I don't think I like that font.
I don't think I like this whole trailer, to be honest. Well, it looks
Oh, really?
visually looks fine.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure the actors are great. The set design's fantastic. I just, what do we, what story are we telling here? Is it something that's been done to death a million times in Star Wars? Poor people or people of a sovereign nation are being like overthrown or mistreated by the
I mean,
Empire.
that is what Star Wars is.
I know, but is it all Star Wars is? That's my question. Is it really just like a whole anecdote for a class struggle and totalitarian governments?
I guess a little bit.
Because like the entire story, like
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, it looks dramatic. It looks. Where does this take place in the timeline? I think
I believe it's before New Hope, so it's supposed to be because it takes place. What was that?
Because these stormtroopers look.
Rogue One. It's supposed to take place
okay.
before Rogue One.
The stormtroopers look like they could be some Execute Order 66 looking dudes.
Yeah.
Perhaps, maybe. Do you see them from here? No, I can. That doesn't matter.
Maybe. What I know is it's the return of Diego Lima,
Right.
who was the second lead to in Rogue One. He had died in that.
I thought I saw him before. So is this before that then? Is this
Yeah.
It's
It's a prequel to that.
Okay. So this is
Which is a prequel to New Hope.
Gotcha. We're just prequels and sequels all day long, baby. Yeah. I mean, it has the potential to be good. The visuals, like I said, really just steal the show, and
Yeah.
we're just happy to be in that world. But it remains to be seen how much weight something like this can carry if we already know what's gonna happen, at least to one main character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I said, it just feels like a vessel for another. Like, we're gonna overthrow someone. And maybe that's the whole point. Is that's how you got to Rogue One, and then Rogue One happened, and so on and so forth. You know, just filling in blanks that people might have
that's
been
kind
asking
of
for.
what they have been doing.
And how do you? And that's the bigger question I want to ask. Are we getting too much Star Wars stuff? Like, what are we doing?
I think if anything, it's just the stories that they're picking. They're not really branching out that far.
That's another thing I'm kind of indirectly saying with the whole, like, it's the same story, it's the same story, it's the same story, just a different group of people in a different time slot in a different part.
Well, even like the groups of people that they're choosing, like the characters that they're going with, they're still like loosely connected to Luke and
the Skywalker
Leia
saga and all that.
Yeah, all the others.
Heard that 110%. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna have to check it out probably. Am I excited for it?
Yeah.
In honesty,
It doesn't sound like.
I'm not. I don't know. I'm not. Are you?
I'm mildly interested. I don't know. I just like the world of Star Wars.
And I do too. And that's what kind of keeps me coming back. It's just kind of like, well, let's see what they do with it.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll have to be the judge of it then once it's out.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's get into Thor.
It is just a teaser.
It is. Yeah. I feel teased. I feel real teased right now. Extremely teased. Let's get into the latest Thor trailer.
Yeah.
I've seen the memes make the rounds. I know his ass shows, so let's get into it. Did you see the memes?
Yeah, I've seen the trailer.
Oh, you're cultured. I get it. I'm not. She's Louise. Anyway, this trailer shows off a lot more, doesn't it?
Yeah,
a lot more, literally. But I mean, that's not what.
Dude, it looks great. I love the visuals.
Thank you. Take it right out of my mouth, man. It looks fantastic. They're teasing more about everything. We finally get a first look at Gorr the God Butcher, like saying some stuff, fighting some people and such and so forth.
Yeah.
And this movie looks
like the 80s vibes that
they're keeping it. And I like how he's wearing that suit, kind of like inspired by Star-Lord. Like I could see like he's more
the vest.
Yeah, he's like he's taking like a large inspiration from Peter Quill's like aesthetic, and maybe he like looks up to him in a weird way, like him doing his own thing and setting out and being his own man with his own group of friends and whatnot or whatever.
Yeah, maybe.
Because there's a lot of like at the beginning, it seems like there's a lot of like identity searching, like, even like with the recap that Cord gives us. Where he's like, let me tell you the tale of Thor and what he did, and
and
like he saved Earth 500 times and all that. So there's a lot more to love. I like that we're seeing more worlds. The visuals, like you said, are freaking fantastic, and I'm just ready for it. I'm really ready to see how much of a threat Gorr the God Butcher is actually going to pose, because he talks all this game. He looks really intense. Unlike most of the gods I've killed, you have something to live for, this and this and that. But it's like, well, in Marvel fashion, the good guys are supposed to win at the end unless it's Infinity War, right? So when you have
Yeah.
two Thors, King Valkyrie, and let's say Korg for fun, I don't know. Does Gore the God Butcher stand a chance? Really? Like, I want to see this dude's abilities. I want to see what drives him and why he's doing
Yeah.
what he's doing. And what's up with Zeus? Is he just comedic relief, or is he gonna? I'm pretty sure he's gonna get slaughtered, right, by Gore.
It seems like that might be the case. Like
Like,
there
just to
might be
show that
some
he means
big
business, right?
mid movie battle or something
Sure,
where he
sure.
destroys like Olympus.
Right, which looks fantastic, by the way. I love how they just go full
Yeah.
like comic book and just like have the Bifrost powered ship by was it Stormbreaker?
Yeah.
And just like some goats or whatever were just neighing all the way. It was just really trippy, and I loved it. I was like, yes,
Yeah, it
this
looks awesome.
super Norse. I love it. I don't know. I was already excited for it, but I'm just like super duper hyped for this movie. So give me some Thor already. Did they say when? I know it's summer. Was it
July 8th.
July 8th? July 8th?
July 8th. Dude.
I'll have to rearrange my flight, dude. That's awful. Or watch it as soon as I get there.
Dude.
That's one of the things we're gonna have to talk about. How
Yeah,
are we
yeah.
gonna review that? Is it gonna have to be
Canada?
virtual?
When does it come out in Canada?
It's usually the same ish weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You see it there.
we could, and then just review it then.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. Well, we're gonna see it a few times. I feel like it's all good.
Probably.
I'm excited for that one, man. It tickles my tummy. I'm ready for it. So let's get into the next.
Is it Flash Gordon? Flash Gordon is the vibes that I get.
It feels like that, even though it's
Yeah.
The Sweet Child of Mine, I believe, was playing, but it is that very 80s feel to it. Whoops. Before we get into Willow.
In terms of his like design, like his look.
Oh,
I like the posters and stuff.
Oh yeah,
those come
yeah.
out.
All like the promotional stuff.
Yeah.
They're leaning hard into the 80s stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many references are gonna be made.
I wonder.
I don't think they're gonna be verbal though. I think they're gonna be more like visual and like stylistic, and probably the soundtrack. They're probably gonna get a few other 80s songs in there. Take a leaf out of what's his name? James Gunn's
James
book.
Gunn.
He's always incorporating classics into
Yeah,
his
yeah.
films and stuff. He really plays with music a lot. So maybe Taika's intrigued and oh, and you know what?
Yeah.
That reminds me. He probably collaborated with the Guardian scenes on
Oh,
this one,
yeah,
with the
yeah,
dialogue and
definitely, I
stuff.
would
Do you think
think.
he probably also informed the music choice too? Probably. He's probably
Yeah.
bringing his musical expertise to it.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. Call it Guardians 2.5.
2.5. Yeah.
2.5, baby. You know what I mean? Anyway, shall we get into Willow?
Yeah.
All right. Well, they won't they? Let's do it. Now that is a surprise.
Yeah.
Do you know the first thing about Willow?
Know nothing about it.
I
It
know
looks like elves and sword and
I'm
sandals.
getting some sort of
type
like some Middle Earth vibes. Some
yeah,
you know,
very like
Lord
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. I don't know. I was saying Guardians of the Galaxy, but yeah. What is it? The sequel series? Oh, I'm reading this.
Okay.
It's Disney's sequel to the sequel series, rather, to the 80s film. I guess there was an 80s film by the same name.
Okay.
It says it's a sequel to Ron Howard's cult 1988 fantasy film, bringing back Warwick Davis, now 52, as the now sorcerer Willow Ufgood. And boom bada bing, he's gonna be a hero. He's gonna be a wizard hero. He's gonna do some wizarding things or elf things. I don't know the first thing about this, but it's interesting. I mean, it's gonna be a
Yeah.
series. It could be worth checking out. How do you fare with the whole mystical elf kind of stuff? Were you a Harry Potter?
It's not like really my jam.
You
but
didn't know Lord of the Rings for you? No.
I'm like mildly
Hobbit?
interested. I'm interested in Lord of the Rings, but I'm not.
No, the
I
Hobbit.
don't really care about like sword and sandals. Or
Yeah.
like
Is
sort of
that what
thing.
it's called? That
I don't know. Is it or is
it's
it?
nice. I like it. I've just now heard of
I don't know, because it's like wizards and
it. Wizards
warlocks
and
stuff,
all that
so.
stuff. I gotta say, it's not exactly my cup of tea,
About the
but if
same.
it's done well, sure. I mean, did you watch
Yeah.
The Witcher?
I did, yeah,
did you
and
feel about it?
I like that.
Okay.
That was a good one.
Okay, I didn't watch it,
But-
but I heard it was good.
Yeah,
Well, like I said, I'm not over the moon excited for it, but it could be good. So maybe we keep an eye out. Maybe we watch the first one. Maybe we poop on it. We'll see. We will see.
it's interesting that it's made by Lucasfilm. I didn't know that.
That is another thing I'm glad you
And-
brought up. Go ahead.
Yeah, because there's no relation to Star Wars as far as I know, right?
As far as I know, no. I was trying to justify it in my head, and I was like, is this like some sort of like ancient prequel to Star Wars? Is this like
Right.
the beginning of the Force? Like, what am I looking
Yeah.
at here? Especially with like that little You could call it like a kyber crystal like elf stick or something when he was like waving it and like
Yeah,
it
yeah, they
glowed.
have like that gem in
And
there.
I was really doing like mental gymnastics trying to justify how this was like a 5,000-year-old prequel to Star Wars, and I was like, maybe this is where it all started, but it doesn't seem that way.
No,
I
I don't
think
think
I
so.
think ever since Lucasfilms was bought out, I guess by Disney for whatever 4 billion or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I think they're using that as like its own little distributing like studio rather for
Mhm.
things that are in that mystical realm. Like I guess you could call Star Wars like
Probably, yeah.
mystical sci-fi, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, because it does kind of delve into magic a bit with the force and
Exactly, and like the
all that.
supernatural rather. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
So I think that's the justification for dropping it under that banner. You know what I mean? I don't know because the Disney has Pixar and then Disney has like obviously Marvel Studios, right?
Yeah,
And then so I guess
and now
Lucasfilm
Fox.
and Fox, and
Yeah,
they just have a lot of little pieces to play with on the chessboard.
yeah.
But anyway, we're not here for that right now. But let us get to the Mission Impossible 1080p, baby. Let's do it. Dead Reckoning. Well, let's see. Part 1. Okay, we'll talk about that later. Okay. Were they nude?
That's what I was trying
Were they? I kind of want to know. I'm rewinding it.
I don't know that they are. I
I-
mean, it's a PG-13 trailer. Right?
Look pretty naked to me, big A. I don't
They
know.
look it, right?
I mean, look pretty
It's
naked
so
to me.
like
Look pretty naked to me.
the shadows are just right.
They're just.
Hard to tell.
Now, what is this knockoff George Clooney? What's going on here?
Which guy is that?
The fucking old white dude. You know what I'm talking
With
about.
the gray hair?
Yeah, that's with the gray hair.
Those
He's like,
talking?
you mean the actual George Clooney? No, I'm just kidding. Hold on, shut up. Was that an actual stunt that he did? Because I know this dude did this all
might
stunts.
have been.
Let me see this shit.
And they gotta put the stunt that he did.
Fucking
in
Tom
there.
Cruise, dude. I want to be him so bad. I just want to excuse
I
to
mean,
do
do
dumb
you?
shit like
do
that.
you?
With those dumbass stunts? Yes. Bro, he's filming a movie in space. Remember how we talked about that?
Right, right.
Wait, what other job profession do you get to do all this bullshit but not actually commit to it? You know what I mean? Like commit to it for
Yeah.
the thing, but like,
Yeah, yeah.
dude, that's such a funny. I just love
It's
that. I just
crazy.
love that it's just a thing. He's just like, yeah, just casually, just gonna. He's pitching it to his guys. All right, Cruz, what are we doing next? He's like, I'm gonna drive a motorcycle off a cliff and then parachute. And they're like, okay, it's not the craziest thing he's done.
Yeah.
Hold on, that's the craziest
Yeah.
thing. Anyway, how'd you feel about that one? Honestly, it's part 1 too. As
It
well.
just looks like another Mission Impossible movie, and I don't like the font style that they chose, especially when they double font Tom Cruise on top of Tom Cruise.
And that was bizarre. Okay, there were some
Okay.
questionable graphic design choices, and I'm glad the artist in you was not applauding that. That's good. That's good. But besides that, it does seem like just another Mission Impossible movie. But they have consistently been like not awful. Like they're
No,
entertaining.
yeah, I definitely like the last couple
For sure.
of them that have come out.
Like the new age ones rather. You know, not the first trilogy, which it was alright, the first trilogy. But anyway, yeah. I had some new faces, so we'll see how that develops. Maybe they're trying to maybe branch it off or like maybe set it up for maybe when he retires it, because it sounds like with this is a part 1
Mm-hmm.
and there's a part 2. It sounds like they're trying to do like a big bang, like their own little ending.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it sounds.
I wonder
like.
that if they would end the franchise with Tom Cruise or if they would actually continue, because they tried doing that with Jeremy Renner, and
They did, didn't they?
obviously they've continued with Tom Cruise after.
Right.
So,
You just got that power, man. You just
Yeah.
can't deny that star power. That is Tom Cruise. I understand what you're saying though. I don't think Jeremy Renner would be the natural successor. They're probably trying to find a new.
I don't think
young
so
face
anymore, yeah.
With he's way too old now, but like.
well, he
they're
has
gonna want
Hawkeye,
someone-
and that's now.
How long is he gonna be tied up in that though?
I don't know. I mean, he keeps coming back, so they can keep him around
Yeah.
for maybe another season.
Maybe, but you think they're gonna do another season of that?
I think so,
You think? I feel like they're just
unless they
gonna-
do like a spin-off.
They need to rush into Young Avengers. These kids are aging out of their roles. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know, they have to. That's the way I feel about it. You're not gonna
Maybe.
have like you're not gonna have a Tobey Maguire situation where like, yeah, I'm 18 guys, and he's like,
Tom
30.
Holland is younger than Toby was. So.
no, but I'm not talking about Tom. I'm talking about people like maybe was it Haley Steinfeld?
Steinfeld, yeah.
There's all these Haleys I can't keep up with.
She's around the same age, I think.
She's about 25 now, isn't she? 24
That's how old Tom Holland is.
now,
there.
but she's supposed to be. Wasn't she supposed to be introduced
She-
as like one or first or second
College?
kid?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then aren't they gonna get younger, even younger Avengers? Like how old's Ironheart supposed to be when they finally get around to doing her?
Are they doing her? I don't know.
They're gonna do her. Yes, they're gonna do her. It's a matter of time.
She could be.
She could be 12.
Yeah.
She'll be 18. I don't
They
know.
have
It's not really young Avengers if they're like in their late 20s.
America Chavez.
Yeah, how old she's supposed to be? Like maybe 18-ish,
Yeah, like 16,
16 to 18.
something like that.
And this movie just came out. It took 2 years to make one of these things. So by the time they get to a Young Avengers, whether it's a film or a miniseries, I'm just saying these kids are gonna be like in their mid to late 20s.
Right.
Even if you start them off, Tom Holland was like what, maybe 18 at most when he started off as Spider-Man.
Oh, when he started? Yeah, I think he was like 20, 21.
Damn.
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess if they look young enough.
Maybe.
Point is, then they get the ball rolling on these younger individuals.
Back to Mission Impossible.
Yeah, back to Mission Impossible in this awful font.
Tom Cruise looks good. I don't know. I didn't like that scene where he was like kind of like shifting his head.
Hold on, let me see. Which one? When the guy was telling him you need to choose a side.
Yeah,
you didn't like that. You didn't like his menacing little.
I don't know. It doesn't play well in the trailer.
Let me see. You didn't like this right here, big guy. Okay. All right. I guess I see what you mean. I guess. I mean,
like he's got to have some kind of line with that. Like, I don't know.
He's the silent. He has to say something, man. He's got to be badass, man. Just let him be badass in silence. He's gonna say some corny line.
Not in the trailer.
In the trailer, he's gonna be like, "It's impossible for me to choose a side." You know, if he said that, would that make you happy?
Nah, that's too corny.
Come on, man. You know you would have loved it. Anyway, no, I feel that. I still think it's gonna be good. I don't know if it's gonna be amazing, but I think I'm gonna be entertained and I'm gonna get what I want out of it. So I'm not tripping too hard over the trailer. I'm sure they'll make a better one with a little more dialogue and a little more stakes, like down the line.
Yeah, obviously this is, I think, the first trailer, right?
It is. So yeah.
Yeah, it's not gonna show too much.
I have high hopes later down the road.
Yeah, I don't really know what the difference in the story is between this one and like the last ones. He's always running from the government.
Always running from the government, man.
Or something.
It's just a big allegory for running away from your taxes or something. I don't know. I don't know. And then the old dude was like, you know, you're not gonna be able to play by like good and bad rules anymore. And like I'm like, yeah, what is this?
Yeah.
What is this moral
but that's what
conundrum?
He's kind of been doing.
He always does that.
Yeah.
He always be doing that. He's the most morally great person there is. He tries to fight for good, and then he's like, but I've done bad things. It's just like, all right. It's all right, Ethan, or whatever your name is. It's
Ethan
fine.
Hunt.
Ethan Hunt.
Yeah.
Not Ethan Hawke from Moon
Knight. No.
Anyway, I'm still excited for it. Any other final thoughts?
No, that's it.
Mission Impossible.
I'm looking forward to it.
I am as well. Don't worry, big guy. We shit on it, but we like it. Let's see. Yes, She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. Shall we get into this?
Yeah.
Let's do it. I've seen some memes on this too. Oh my god. Okay. All right. No, I didn't want to go there, but this trailer left me no choice. So all of the the mommy kink guys are gonna be loving this, and this trailer, it's cool. I guess so. She's related to the Hulk, Bruce Banner, huh?
Yeah, she's his cousin.
And then by the way they insinuated it based on his lines, it's hereditary. This gene of theirs.
Maybe, I don't know. Because I don't think that's how she'll get her powers, but maybe how she survives getting them.
Oh, I see. So you maybe some X gene fuckery around here. You think the mutants begin? We got Fox now. I don't know. I don't know either.
Is She-Hulk a mutant in the comics?
I honestly couldn't tell you. But what I can tell you is that she's on the route to being an Avenger now, the New Age one, and they got some Stark technology still at play. So nice to see Mr. Bruce Banner still toying around with some sort of compound and having high level access like that. The whole courtroom thing, that was awesome. I don't know what's justifying. What villains is she gonna get? Is my question. Like just run of the mill like bank robbers.
Sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think they announced who's playing the villain, but I don't remember.
I saw the Abomination at play, so we're gonna get some more, more Wong stuff, some more Dark Avengers teasing going on here. What's going on with that? Got some questions.
Maybe it's that Allegra DeFontaine.
The whole like new darker Dr. Fury kind of deal. Fury, but not Doctor. You know what I'm trying to say? Nick Fury.
Whoever she is.
She's like supposed to be the leader of the Dark Avengers, right? She's getting the team together.
I think so. Yeah.
So like the whole.
We might get to see her more.
I guess the more accurate thing would be like an Amanda Waller kind of equivalent.
Right.
Less of a more like a morally.
Hiring villains
and like anti-heroes and vice versa, stuff like that. So maybe those will be some antagonists that play. I don't know. It was fun seeing like the slice of life Cuban aspect of it. because instead of like there's all the dating in your 30s and that whole thing and them just having fun, her just trying
Yeah.
to do her best there. I think it's always a little fun when you see like superheroes just like trying to be normal people and like how they can't, or
Yeah.
there's always some catch. So I like that for a character. I don't know much about her, but I'm like cool, awesome. And then all the memes, everyone just. And we're not gonna get into it. We're not gonna get into it. But she's sexualizing herself, or her friends are. So anyway, I'm still excited for it. It's gonna be a limited series, right, on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I think so. Like 8 episodes.
Eight.
Yeah,
No, it's
6 or 8.
It's always like 6, never 8. Wasn't WandaVision supposed to have like 9, and then they got 8 after all because of pandemic or something like that? I thought they had like,
maybe yeah.
Well, there was always that secret episode everyone was teasing about. Remember that? Like,
Right,
secret
right.
Secret episode.
Yeah.
And then it just never happened. I think the cap is 8 for these things. There's no more, and then 6 is the least. I think 6 is pretty
Maybe.
common.
I think 10 would be nice.
That's what I was gonna ask you. How many do you feel like would be a good number?
I think it really depends on the story they're trying to tell. If they can tell it in 6 or 8 episodes, and have no filler, then that's what works best. But
Fair.
if they can like make 10 episodes and make them like really solid in each, then obviously I would think that that's the way to go. More content.
This is the way.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Well, that's our trailer day. I mean, any standouts to you from the crowd? Any ones that got you particularly excited besides Thor?
I mean, besides Thor,
Because we're all excited for Thor.
Yeah, obviously,
we're all excited for Thor. Out of all the Star Wars stuff, I think Obi-Wan definitely has my most immediate interest.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Drawing from nostalgia and
right,
getting to see them back in action again, I think is great.
Yeah,
I'm curious to see how Mission Impossible plays out as well, only because the whole Part 1 thing has me questioning the future of the franchise. Like I really do feel like they could and maybe should end it after 8. Or what is this, 8 or 7?
I think
it's 7.
Part 1 is 7.
Yeah, and then Part 2 would be 8.
Part 2 would be 8.
Yeah, so I think he would have all the Ethan Hunt stories to tell after that. I mean, what else can you do besides like?
Yeah,
I don't know. We have to stop a nuke falling from the sky in real time, and he's gotta like solo a nuke, and it's gonna be a real stunt. He's gonna act. Tom Cruise is actually gonna like punch a nuke into space or whatever he'll do. Something. I don't know. It's like you said. Like, what's the story even about at this point? Like, I feel like they've done it all.
Yeah,
but I still want to see him do stupid stunts IRL. So I'm gonna keep buying tickets, and he knows it. He knows that's why you're buying tickets. He knows it. So I'm here for it. I think that's everything. Unless I'm missing anything. Is there anything left to say for you, Big Apple?
No, I think that's it.
All right.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna go wrap it up there. For Media Munchers, I'm Mathian.
And I'm Adrian.
And we're gonna catch you next time